passenger runs were you doing?
Just meeting Epsilon Macquarie to Smeaton Orbital.
Oh, from Allen? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm running right now.
You get it to 200 million in one hole. But I'm
There you
not
go,
fully
guys.
eligible.
Earth-like world suitable for water-based life. First discovered by Cartel 99. Woohoo!
Nice.
No. Nice. Yeah, Cartel, have you made it back to Colonia yet?
I'm in Colonia now, yeah.
Which station?
Jax.
Yep, I'm already there. I was waiting for you. About
350 jumps.
But yeah, about 10,000 light years, give or take.
Well, I got 47 light-year jump range, and it was 326 jumps.
I took a detour and it took me just under 350 jumps, give or take. And I've got 43 light year jump range.
You can only plot 1,000 years at a time, can't you?
No, you can
No,
fly
it's
20,000
20,000 now.
Oh,
Right, so where do I go now? That's the question.
Well, that's the point. You just reminded me. I was thinking of looking up a couple of sites between Kelowna and Vega Point, because there was quite a few. If you're up for that and earning some extra cartography data credits.
Well, as long as it's on the way, I don't mind you.
Give me a moment then. Let me just get YouTube back up. Cartel, you're the better one to look at that one.
Yeah, well, I've got it bookmarked, so I'll let you know in 1 sec. Sajay.
Alrighty, stream up. So, let's do some mad farming.
Go back.
Yeah, those are... I'd say Outbreak or Famine. I found them in Outbreak. I followed a method on Reddit. So I went between 10 and 15,000 light seconds from the star. And I just kept watching I just travelled at about 20 times light then. And watched the left panel. And I had it filtered for points of interest only, or not points, yeah. And just looked for the high grade ones. I had like 6 or 7 in a row, one after the other. And
Yeah, you did say you was doing farming out of it.
not that kind of farming.
She's asking if you're driving a tractor.
Not today. I want to do that, but not today. Today is just material farming. Yes.
Well, just wait for this to plot and then I'll tell you how many jumps it is from Colonia, mate. It's not telling me the distance. It's on 70% in there. It's a bit slow. Alright, mate, cool. Good plan.
I doubt it very much.
yeah, they had a similar thing on Xbox before where you're doing points, didn't you?
The achievement points, yeah.
Yeah. And that was for us to unlock certain things, I don't know.
Back, I remember when I got the 360, there was a thing in the US, Gillette was sponsoring it, and for different types of achievements and for different levels of getting your gamer score up, you were able to unlock some amazing merchandise. But yeah, I was cheated, so they stopped doing it and stopped funding it.
They're trying to damage control Battlefront and nobody's having any of it because they're saying in a very dodgily worded way that they're stopping the microtransactions.
Temporarily, yes.
Yeah, but the way they've worded it is like it's just gonna come back when the shit has died down.
hmm After you've dropped the money on the title. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, it's 11,000 light years.
If the people jump over one hurdle, like for a change, which they have done this time, they're the fourth done excellent. So they have to be really wise on all fronts in this game.
Whoops.
Yeah, it is pretty slow.
Well, I never need to worry about money again. Yeah. I'm trying not to drop below 2 billion, and then hopefully, if they release one, then take ships, buy one straight away.
Whoops.
Yeah, I did use filters, Modi, because I only had the 4 scoopable stars on the filter.
The ship will be 2 billion. The modules will be 10.
What's that confirmed?
It's for you.
No. They'll click in eventually.
That'll make a good alarm clock.
But don't matter, we'll just see it.
Alright.
Yeah, wife's on the phone.
God damn it.
Big walk in, right? I'll be down in 5 minutes.
God damn it, Jim.
So we go down for? She got what?
Alrighty.
See, the map's being fickle. See what plot to clear, Saj?
Go.
So what will black holes come under?
Oh, I have to tell you when I'm done with this. Can't remember for the life of me. They're mixed in with neutron stars anyway, that much I know. Goddamn you, low gravity world.
There you go.
Hey, biologist Bacon, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Alrighty. One on my right.
That sucks, cartel.
What's that, mate?
Apparently, according to there isn't any potentially best routes to it. Well, not best routes, I mean any points of interest that I can find.
Alright, so we just gotta make it up there.
Give or take.
2 minutes.
So you're sitting Jackie's station.
Yeah, I'm sat in Jack Station, yeah.
Yeah. Might probably see you around. I actually see you there because I'm just coming up to the surface of the platform.
It's taking ages to get to Sajay, like. Yeah.
Crap. Here we go.
Digi, question for you from Bacon. Did you see his episode 1?
I think I've watched the first half of it anyway. It's kind of frozen on my... I've hit pause and I haven't gone back and hit play, unfortunately, buddy. I'd step out to the shop, I kind of forgot to jump back. I'll give it the rest of it a look over later. I like the way you start off the episode though with the previously part. Previously on. Well, you should actually say it. You should voice it, dude. Okay. And we can grab that last one from here.
Oh, there you are. I see a ship cartel.
Alright, cool, man.
Yeah, definitely your ship because that's the only aspect sport I see in that white, grey, yellow, gold paint looking thing.
Yeah.
Visual security, modified embedded firmware. Getting a lot of stuff, just not what I want.
Yeah, I have, mate. I just engineered the FSD to level 5.
Well, 43.35 light years, so it's pretty much the same. Well, apart from a few light years. Where have we gone? That's what I was good.
So what's the jump range in Box?
Have you got Farseer or Martuk up to grade 5?
Fair enough, Bacon, fair enough.
Well, obviously.
Okay, then, man. Just keep going, you'll be fine. Alright, I can see in a bit.
That's still good for an asp. Have you taken everything off? No hard points, no the lightest material as possible.
Still says play. This has been totally weird, isn't it?
Alrighty.
Spider, welcome to the chat.
Ooh, Spider. I just wait on my ship to get in there.
Yeah, there's someone going on with a stupid game here. It won't let me plot a route to Sajid.
What do you mean you won't let me put a road to Saturday?
Okay, don't know, good or something.
Have you got the 20k on it?
Well, I had it bookmarked and I've got 11,387 light years to it. But it's struggling to plot a route to the location.
Are you trying to plot it?
I'm trying to plot it so I can give Fox a rough idea of how many jumps.
That's kind of
So mine says like 300, you're talking about 450. I don't know, just give it a few more minutes.
So let me check this.
1,367 light years.
Modified embedded. But I want modified consumer.
Yeah, it is cold tonight, actually. It's cold though.
Very cold.
It's a
To be
chilly
honest,
one
I'm
out there.
I'll think about making a hot water bottle, make my bed nice and warm.
Yes, yes I am. Well, getting into... Oh, this one now?
Yeah, do you really think it's going to be in any other ship?
I can do it this way.
Yeah, I'll have some tea, Agatha. You got a deliberate
figuring this
person
out.
with you.
There we go. Figuring this stick control out is awesome. I love my Anaconda, man. It does. Yes. That's for aerodynamics, you see, for the glide phase. I like to think it adds something to it. That makes sense. Okay. Bacon has 50 more jumps. 50 more jumps to Colonia, Bacon.
Landing gear retracted.
Modified
Factory named
embedded
after my favorite food.
Which is just
Bacon.
Bacon.
I love bacon.
bacon. Makes sense, yeah.
Recently enough, I was trying to change out from cargo mode to passenger mission mode. It's like, why won't this go away? Like, I don't understand. I was checking. It's like 50 out of 60 stored modules. I have room. Why won't it store? Fun times.
Also in outfitting, I don't like how it doesn't trust that you can
Well,
replace it.
finally
whenever
plotted.
it is.
Yeah, that's it, right?
It doesn't trust you. It goes, oh, I have to be in the ship. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm about to put a modded one in. Don't make me buy like a 6E, you know, just for now.
Well, Fox, I'm 244 jumps from Sajay in Colonia. So you're talking 350, 400.
It's like a season of South Park.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to think.
Oh,
Where
so
can
I want to go over
Where
there
can I
some.
go? Where can I go?
And we
Has
need to
anybody
go.
done the grind for the federal Corvette yet?
That's
I
next.
think I'm gonna work on that. I finally got my Anaconda A-rated. Now I'm getting enough stuff for rebuy, and then I think I want to start working on that.
Oh, nice.
If I don't go insane first. 22 million. It's not bad. The only thing I've got modded is the frame shift drive, and it's only like a 4 mod or 3 mod.
Yeah, my Anaconda rebuy is 26.2 and counting. We just have to not cross that.
Just don't die,
That's it. That's why we're engineering it in the first place.
right?
How many jumps was it? Was it for you? Do you say cartel to Sajay from Clona?
For
Neutron
me,
star
it was
and
244.
4 stars.
Okay. Got 21 more than you. So, yeah.
I'm getting one of each in case they have it so you can only rank up with one in the future.
Well, thanks for the cup of tea, Adam.
Where's my tea?
I'll just chuck them in starbases somewhere.
Right, so that's my next location. Dryad, Blue, LYD, C20, 134.
Although I did nickname my Anaconda Space Cow.
That was rough. From time.
There's a trophy
Fair enough.
for it anyway, getting 10 ships, so it's a reason to buy a few more.
That's it, Chip. Regular any bounty.
I guess you could buy 9 Sidewinders. Damn it.
9 different Sidewinders.
That's right. They're different. They're each named something different. That counts.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Buy from one of them cheap sales. It won't cost much. Right.
I don't know what I'm going to do now that I'm actually going to have money. I've always just had like 1 rebuy on my Anaconda. This is kind of feeling weird. I can blow it up and not be back in my ass.
Fun times.
Yeah.
I was 220 jumps to my next destination. No, that's it. It's
You're
done.
screwed. It'll give you the option to sell off any assets you currently have to raise the rebuy. But if you don't have that either, or you're not willing to, it's gone. Your ship, your modules,
You can sell
all your
modules,
engineer
right?
work. Can you sell the modules individually? I don't know.
Well, I said that would be perfect. Then you just sell the power plant, you've got your ship back.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, I must be approaching nearly
By tying it down.
600-700
On your
million.
next big ship, go to a discounted place, dude. They're only like 120. Buy. Maybe. Then with the outfitting, you just save about 80-90 million.
What angle funds?
If I would quit buying and reselling modules, I'd probably be wealthy.
Fuel scooping.
The way I figure it is you go around in your Asp Explorer and just recall your beast when you really need it.
Charging.
Pretty much it. I saw a build for like 70 or 60, 70 year light build Anaconda. And the guy had like a 1 power distributor. Crazy inside it. And it was a proper build. Like a 4D shield. Just ludicrously low stuff.
And what was he doing with it?
Exploration. Long distance.
Fuel scoop
It's
disengaged.
got the longest jump range of all the ships,
Charging.
but you have to like literally fly it bare bones.
Man, there's a cartel leaving Colonia.
The only thing I really like about the Anaconda and exploring is the 7A fuel scoop.
3,
Yes.
1. Engage.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
debating on whether I want that.
It's a beast. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's 1260.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean literally, it's like half a sun. You just kind of bounce off the top of it and hit your next jump.
It's only the 4 seconds of boot up time that causes the delay. Stay away from the glow. You don't even get caught in the red part of the sun
Shift drive.
where it gravitates it. You just stay on the outside of that, you know? 900 km.
Right. It kind of makes it sound like a straw at the bottom of a milkshake. You just keep going. It's phenomenal. You come out of hyperspace and it sees the scoop on the bottom and goes, no, no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a person I've seen Phil and a few other people.
Warning, taking heat damage.
It'll be fine.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Contracts still reset every 15 minutes, right?
Don't know about me.
The
I've
Haven't a
got
clue.
passenger boards, contract
2 and
boards.
quarter past the hour. What I've
What is
tried to do, 2 and quarter past the hour.
Engage.
But if you jump and come back, then, that kind of thing, that usually seems to refresh. But what I do, for example, with
Right, guys, I'll be right back, alright?
Alright, Cartel Bunny, we'll see you then.
Yeah, with passenger missions, I just make sure they got plenty of time so I can log back in however many minutes it is to the next checkpoint. But I reset the application as well and start an open play, because then if the server's filled up, you'll be put into another one.
That works.
Yeah, just kind of goes around it.
I don't recheck it every
Sometimes.
15. It takes me about 15 minutes to cycle through everything, and then 5 minutes to vape and get a drink of coffee.
Yeah. If you notice it's like 10 past, quickly scour through, because there's a good chance, you'll refresh.
It's true, right?
I always, last time I went out, I took a pilot. Just so I had someone to talk to. Her name was Jackie. I learned everything about her. We had all kinds of strange conversations out in the middle of the stars. I mean, granted, the bitch was taking 2% of my money, but that's just a woman for you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Indeed. I always like taking a hanger too. I'm like the worst long distance traveler because I have severe ADHD. So like when I'm traveling, and so like I'm always in my fighter plane zipping around planets, and I don't know. I'm like, I will never make it to the center of this thing.
There you go. One day you get like bored and just fancy chilling, you just start heading out.
I'm waiting for the big gigantic squadron ships where we all can go in a clump. Just kind of follow along a squadron ship. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome.
I think this game would be better if at certain quadrants in the whole galaxy, they just had like a hyperspace teleporter, sorry. That way then, you couldn't just warp anywhere, but you can just sort of have a few warp zones on the map upon meeting certain criteria.
Right. No. Hey Vince, welcome to the stream. Sub change what? Do it. Oh no.
You've got to still travel there to unlock that potential, and you can only hop between these like 8 starports across the whole galaxy. And the only way you get that is like by traveling there. So you've got to make the initial journey, but then you should be able to teleport back if you want. Because the game is so fast.
To have it so I can log out of one ship and into another, so I can keep one out exploring.
Well, they could have more bubble gum, couldn't they? And they could introduce new alien types and everything then without breaking the randomly generated part of the game. Because they're undiscovered clusters. They can just hit a button at their HQ and see all the areas which no human's ever been anywhere near, can't they? Because they own the game in the cloud or an engine or whatever. Back at the developers. Yeah, and you should have a chest with you in your station or something. Like, because,
Where you store mods. Yeah.
yeah, like,
Or not mods, but
just little bits of cargo, like, you
yeah.
know, it's kind of brutal. Like for a start, we need more data room. We need to have that put to 1,000, like the other stuff. And, like, for example, now I've got to keep 16 modular terminals on me until I get the 25 I need. And it's just pointless. Because if I want to change to another ship, I've got to make sure it's got 16 cargo already in the buy loadout. Otherwise, it doesn't let you do it, does it? Or what it should do is temporarily store your cargo and say, right, you're buying a new ship, you're going to have to buy a cargo box big enough for this cargo of yours, or we're going to lose it. Just quality of life. That'd be awesome. It don't matter for the Anaconda, but it's likely going to put it into a cargo compartment that I don't want to be used. Because you don't get to choose what cargo compartment it puts it into. When it comes to outfitting, you might be lumbered with it's stuck in a big one or a small one.
Hey Agatha, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the tea.
Sierra, please comply with StarCom protocols when attempting to dock at this facility.
I thought it was 15-minute resets, but I guess you're right. So it's quarter till and quarter after, so every 30 minutes. Okay.
What mission
Unless
do
you
you
keep
have?
spamming open, and open you may get stuck in a different instance.
I wouldn't say spamming it, but on the refresh I always go in there first. And sometimes, like I said, I reset the game. In case that helps. But yeah, the spamming doesn't seem to work. And you do know that there's no point trying private. It's the same as open. You only
Oh,
ever
is it?
do...
I didn't know that.
Sorry, it's the same as solo. That's all it is solo but co-op. You know?
That's good to know.
It's
I'm going to
all
have to
right.
cycle through that now.
So only do open and solo. Otherwise you're just wasting your time. I've already checked missions and what they have to
Checked and
offer.
cross-referenced.
Yeah. But I think once upon a time you could use them as 3 separate instances. And the reason why I reset the game as well is so that when it does hit any of them time zones, I'm not actually signed in, because when you press X a few times, it already kind of logs you in ready to go, doesn't it? So I've reset the game a few times because of that, in hoping it makes it.
I've just noticed one thing, Cartel. You know the filter routes? How do they do that?
He's not here, buddy. He's not here at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, anyone that's coming towards Beagle Point, just be warned. The filtering for the like, for example, fueling sun fuel route bit is non-existent past Kelowna.
Motors. No breakers.
From the bubble, about 65,000 light years.
You're just basically going all the way down from one extreme of the map to the other.
It's only about
65,000
jumps, depending.
1,500
Yeah, I
and the
know, but
rest.
the devs just relish in watching it every year. They don't actually do anything because of it.
Right. Who's in the bubble at the moment?
I think by now they would have
I'm in the bubble.
Right. So can you just, if you wouldn't mind, could you just put in Beagle Point and just tell me the exact amount of light years away from you, mate?
Yep. I have it bookmarked. Give me just a second.
Wow, I want these country scan.
Right.
Just the other day.
Alright, let's flip the board.
Beagle Point from Allen is 65,248 light years.
248 full stop, okay. So divide that by, I'm going to do it by my jump range, which is 43.35 light years. Yeah, for my jump range, it's 15,005, say 15,006 jumps.
1,500?
Yeah, but that's on average. That's just on my my jump range, not actually in the jumps. That is on roughly about thing. So say between 1,500 to 1,600 jumps, give or take.
Yeah.
Each jump takes about 2 minutes.
That's not
Like
really,
constantly?
I know what Fox is saying. There. You're not actually going in a straight line. Some jumps you're slightly arcing up, then you're arcing down.
Each jump, as you said, takes about a minute, roughly about between about a minute and a half to complete a jump. That's from the startup sequence to actually jumping into the system. So
26 hours? 27 hours?
about a full day, roughly about a full day's worth of flying.
Well, one day if you get enough coffee. Day and a half.
And that's without the neutron stars.
Right? So when everybody gets completely insane, we just need to all gather in one place in the bubble and do a straight through to Beagle.
Yeah. That's just going for it past Sagittarius. If you're going around from Beagle's Point, it's going to be an extra a few hundred jumps. They need 2,000 jumps.
They're gonna have to release. I reckon they should release a module, auto hop module. You know, so it just takes over. It starts jumping for you.
Hey Jonah,
Oh
welcome to
sure,
the stream.
if you want to scan the system, then you'll have to wrestle with it. You know, like you do with autopilot. But an auto cruise, heck, dude. Especially for routes you've already been along. So you're only doing unless you're actually exploring, and then very shallowly, most people. You're only really just hopping constantly. It's just bit of heel scoop, left triangle, left triangle. It seems very easily they could use tech to make that a bit smoother at the price of a module slot. And obviously at the price of maybe you have to get involved every few jumps just to make sure it fuel scoops properly. The downside could be it doesn't fuel scoop on its own or something. So you do have to resume control every 3 jumps. It will take the edge off it. Long distance jumping. Just an idea.
Maybe they'll make it so multi-crew someone can take over the helm someday.
Yeah.
You jump for the
pay
next 5
AI.
hours. I'll be back. Hold on,
I have
customer
some
back.
AI. Boot your lazy AI that is supposed to be in your fighter. Just boot him in the cockpit and go to sleep. And give him like directives. Make the next 10 jumps, pay 1 million bonus or something. Make it really sting. Just give the option. So these carriers, they're gonna have to operate a little bit like the battle carriers you get outside some space stations, aren't they? You know the one with about 20 hard points, they're massive ones. The ones that make the cutter look pathetically small. Does anyone know what kind of ships I'm talking about?
Can't say.
About yeah, they're about 12 times the size of about 20, 30 times the size of a cutter. And if you get too close, although Cartel said he went past one, and he didn't open fire, but if you get too close, depending on the state, I guess, they open fire and they got like 20 odd hard points or something. But they don't move, I don't think. You just park up. Well, I'm guessing something like that big. With like pads on, for you to land on, I guess. Is that what it's going to be? I can't see it being something different because there's not going to be loads of them in any one system on open play. No way. That's just not going to work. Unless they have them like in a clock formation around the station. Yeah, I think no, they'll auto fire if messed with. This is a lot of valuable cargo landing there, isn't there? Like ships. People like ramming it. But that fandom map shows you all the upcoming ships as well, doesn't it? Pretty good. It has an entry for the carrier actually.
Landing gear
Ship coupling
retracted.
disengaged. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
Ships.
Scan detected.
Capital
Frameshift
ships.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
Exploration, transportation, management tools. Executive control. Oh, there's two types. Fleet carrier. We gotta wait like a year for it. But I like the look of the Majestic class interdictor. The Empire version of the big ships. Has anyone seen one of them yet?
Not as of
Talking
yet.
about new ships you're coming out with?
Sorry? Who said
Talking
yes?
about new ships they're coming out with?
No, the Majestic class interdictor. You know, like the big battleships I told you about in the Federation now? That are basically sort of standing around doing nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
We're gonna get
mega
those.
ships. There's mega ships as well. They gotta be in like points of interest, I guess. You know, in certain types of systems, because I certainly would have noticed this stuff. Getting a ship called the Hunter, I think that's speculated. Type 10 Defender, speculated, I think. Oh no. Oh no, it is confirmed. It looks pretty sweet.
Oh, okay, you can hear me. Okay.
You know.
Right. 463 jumps. At least it won't take me too long. What was it? Right, guys. I'm going to jump off and on this game. I'm going to go into calm down, watch Netflix mode again. I probably won't be on for a couple of days at least.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on
I
Netflix that'll keep you busy.
No, actually, I've got tomorrow I'm at work at Spice. I've got to be at work by 7 o'clock in the morning. Get everything, a bit of cleaning up, deliveries done, then ready to open our store up on Tuesday. Well, we open the store on Tuesday.
It was nice meeting you.
Okay,
Yes, yes, Tita. It would be it's definitely nice. At least it's another person to have a bit of fun on with us on this.
Indeed.
He'll be back, no worries.
And if you ever want a spot on the Dr. Rock, if you're already not, there's a website up for it.
Oh yeah, cool. I'll check it out. Maybe one of these days I'll journey out to the stars officially instead of going 4,000 light years and going, okay, I'm going back.
Well,
That's the
I'm
spirit.
sure Digio Cartel will give you the website address.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
I'm heading to. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Say you got about 3 of you, 3 of the 5 admins in here. So, well, would be 3 out of the 4 if Digi she got his arse and signed onto the game, onto the website, which he will do in his own time, obviously, not pushing or anything, Digi. So yeah, was it if you sign up, one of these guys will approve you, and we'll try and get a good
no worries,
community
man.
going.
I can sort that out.
Yeah. So, have a good one, guys. Speak to you in a bit.
See you in a bit, buddy.
Alrighty, BG's back and gliding. Alright, there better be some modified consumer firmware here or I'm gonna go crazy. No, let me go blue screen for a second there, guys.
I have coffee.
Yeah, one or two.
Coffee!
Someone.
Targaryen22, welcome to the stream.
How's my stream doing? It's really quiet. I think that's my bot watching is the only person watching it today.
I occasionally make passwords to get things going. I'm a bit tired tonight, so.
I think they all got mad at me because I quit playing South Park.
Oh, is that what happened? I had that problem with Destiny. I lost a lot of subs when I stopped playing it.
Yeah. Well, I played Destiny for like 3 weeks. I hit max and couldn't find anybody to run with. I'm like, screw it, I'm done.
I just burned out, man.
Yeah, it was so much better than the first one, though. Well, I had a story.
No, it was nothing new, really.
The Call of Duty World War II is really good. I enjoyed that one.
I feel like I've seen all of this.
Story was amazing. I mean, it's shorter than hell. It's just like 8 hours, but it's one of the best theme-based shooters because you follow one group from the beaches of France into they cross the Rhine.
What, Call of Duty?
It's good. It's worth it.
Call of Duty? Oh yeah, the only thing is though, you basically like have to just run forward, or the soldiers keep coming, and then it just goes to cutscene. Then you walk a bit forward, and then it goes to another cutscene. And just as you think, oh, things are really picking up, it just takes it to a cutscene.
I think the bridge was hardest, the bridge across the Rhine. But
as soon as you realise it's just run cutscene, you can just run through most of the game, sadly. So try and bear that in mind and don't run too much.
Yeah, I would put it on the hardest setting you can and methodically look around every corner.
And I hope they patch the checkpoints.
And I like the PvP too. I just wouldn't. I much prefer. I always either come back to this game or 7 Days to Die. These are the two games that suck me in. I would get sucked into Ark, but every time I download Ark, something happens.
7 Days to Die is fun.
Yes. Ark ate my first PlayStation, or the last year's PlayStation. I buy a new PlayStation every year. It ate last year's PlayStation. And then the second time I downloaded it, it corrupted the hard drive and I lost a bunch of saves. This last time I downloaded it, it screwed up my internet.
Here's one.
I give up.
Never heard of that.
Oh yeah. I go through one a year. Anywhere from 8 to 12 months. Sometimes a little more. This one's lasted me about 8, so it's doing pretty good. It's starting to run hot, but... Well, my PlayStation gets turned on at 8 o'clock in the morning with my first cup of coffee and gets turned off about 2 o'clock in the morning with my last cup of coffee. Yeah. And it's... you do everything on it. I mean, I video game 12, 15 hours a day, and then I watch movies on it. And...
I do the same, that's fine. 2 years later, and it's still on warranty. I always make sure Sony had to in the end start giving 2 years warranty because too many Blu-rays were failing at around 13 months in. So Sony now gives it 2 years retail.
I've never actually used a Blu-ray on it. I didn't even know it had a Blu-ray until last year.
That Blu-ray since the beginning of PS3.
I would say that probably the last disc got stuck in any of my PlayStations was about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was the PS3 Blu-ray that ultimately won the high definition disc wars against what Microsoft had out back then, which was the, I don't know, some type of a HD disc with like 25% the capacity. Wasn't great.
Yeah, so they released games and they also made fun out of the Xbox on a few games where they said, they'd say on the PS3, oh, change disc. Oh, no, that's right, you're on a PS3, aren't you? So you don't have to actually change disc right now. But on the Xbox, you have to change disc. That was one of the games. I can't remember which game it was. Some game with a lot of voice acting like that. I think it might be a number of years.
Must only be 3 terminals here then. How are you getting on with the new controller thingy? The HOTAS? Oh, fantastic, Aga. I'm absolutely loving this. I don't think I can go back to
I
controller.
thought about getting one. Are they worth getting?
Absolutely. It changes everything.
Okay.
Including your
Did you get it on
keybinds.
Amazon?
I just picked it up in a local store.
Really?
It was kind of more of an impulse buy. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm totally picking that up.
I might have to order one. I've got so used to the controller, though, I don't know if I could go to another one.
I had the same attitude forever, but I'd say
no, I mean,
20 minutes on this
on
and
PC, yeah, I agree with Digi. You cannot get the precision. I'm on the controller now, and if you want to realize how bad controllers are, go on fixed weapons pulse
I missed it.
and see how hard it is to line up good shots versus any kind of like proper Thrustmaster controller type thing. In alright, dude.
That's it. It's
You
just
just
epic.
cannot hit shit. And also with the console games, it doesn't help with our joe pads. We can't hit nothing without auto aim. Most of our games have got auto aim. Because they're really inaccurate. Not like the good old N64 controllers. Anyone remember GoldenEye?
Yes, I do.
I might.
Yeah, you could get such accuracy that when you zoomed in with your gun, you could just go, you're going for your gun, are you? No, I'll shoot you in the hand.
So does it have a separate throttle, or is it all on one piece?
It's one piece that you can split to 2. So it comes apart to left and right parts, or you can put it together and use it in front of you. So when I want to lay back like I am now, I'm kicked up with my legs up on a chair, and it's resting nicely in my lap. And when I want to sit up, I split them apart, and I put the throttle to my left and the stick to my right.
What setup are you using? So I can write it down.
What setup? I'm using the HOTAS 4.
Oh, this good.
Okay, so we can go left and then right.
But I've got various ones for the PC and stuff. So I want to get new stuff for new rig.
Hey, Foxhole.
That's one.
Hey, Ash.
Digi.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Digi. Doing good. I had a lovely nap.
Naps are good.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a good nap.
Yep. Now to continue, what was I doing before?
Why can I not?
I forgot what I was doing before.
God damn it. This is annoying.
So Cartel must already left already.
No, he's around.
Yeah.
Oh.
For a while. You back soon.
What's going on here? Can I?
I'll be right back.
Alright, dude. Oh, I could have just rolled up. That's handy.
Hey, what? Y'all in a private group by any chance? Hey, did you y'all in
Cartels group?
I think I'm in solo at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm in
It
open
says
actually.
you're in open. Yeah, alright, I'll just go to open.
God damn it.
Be right back.
How am I supposed to scan that?
It's a good question. I wonder when I'm in. I hope I'm not in open. Not that it matters. Half the time I end up in open and I don't know that I'm in open. Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, look, we don't have many players that aren't focused.
Where's that button at? Oh. Alright.
When I looked at my friends
grab it from here.
list Thursday on PS3, a lot of people left around the same years after PS3.
I am in open. Let's change that right now. Last thing I need to do is get shot out of the air with $50 million worth contracts in here.
Fair enough. Where's this other one? There's one over there.
Do you ever think the anaconda looks like a catfish, or is it just me? Just me? Okay.
It looks like a beautiful beast.
Looks like the top of the head of a crocodile or something, I don't know.
Alright. Oh, wait a second, I know where I was about to be going.
Where were you just about to be going?
I'm like 2 more jumps until I reach my final destination, which would be in Alpha Centauri.
Oh, you're going to Alpha Centauri, okay.
I was just stopping in LHS.
Thank you.
LHS 200 for a little bit.
Unusual encrypted classified scan. Oh, God almighty. What I want, I'm not getting. Modified consumer.
What I want, I'm not getting. They either said put that on my headstone. That could be.
Yep. I'm getting all
It's like
sorts of
everything
firmware. Ugh.
It's like everything in the world I want is either too expensive or won't text me back.
Oops. I'm a terrible pilot today. Okay.
Oh, there's a bright side. Not everyone's a good pilot.
Okay. Out of here.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find some. Let's see if I can find some good Fed missions.
Something invisible here. There we go.
I heard LHS 200 actually had some good Fed missions. So, I mean,
1.8 million light seconds. I'll be at Smeagol.
Hey, Cartel buddy.
Smeagol.
Hang on, aren't you in chat?
Smeagol.
Yeah. I miss watching Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings. I like Game of Thrones more.
How can you like Game of Thrones more? How can anything
It's
be like
phenomenal.
more than Tolkien?
Phenomenal.
Or maybe you haven't absorbed Tolkien's written works.
I'm gonna.
I've read them twice.
I'm gonna back him up here. I prefer Game of Thrones more.
Yes.
I'm gonna back up and I like The Expanse more.
We're in a different category.
Old stories.
Oh yeah.
All the books, not just the movies. The movies don't cover.
The
all
books
of
are
it.
great. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm
read
on
the
about
books
Infinite
several times.
Tales, Silmarillion, all the other stories, not The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. There's a lot more than just one.
well, I read the trilogy and I read the prequel several times.
You've only read them, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Targaryen22 says, you guys just like Game of Thrones because of all the nudity. Well, you know what? We're talking about books. But
that's only the first 3 seasons of the movie, and there's a lot of nudity in the books if you have a good imagination.
That's true.
Or if you go to specific websites and use your VR, you can experience Game of Thrones nudity all around you.
Game of Thrones VR.
Hell yeah.
There's tons of questionable VR on the
VR is going to be marginalized until someone finally hooks it up to a good porn channel, and then it'll be all over.
I've been doing it for 4 years, dude. VR's old. I got 125 degrees of field of view.
Anyone else knows a good spot where it can have some good Fed ranking missions? Federation.
Rhea or HEA.
CS. That's good.
Rhea?
I need to work on that too. What rank are you?
What category?
Federation.
Oh, didn't say passengers, did you?
My rank is none, but it's 68%. But with the Empire, it's 100. So.
Now,
but
did you say you were looking for passenger missions or for Federation missions?
Fed ranking missions.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're very random. I just fly between stations when I need to find them.
I personally found all missions between Soft and CS. Federation Unite, boom ones, does those things. But
I heard Rhea's a good spot.
Targaryen22. Yeah, I would have honestly made that assumption as well. Good correction.
GG would know better.
Okay, my combat rank is mostly harmless. My trade rank is merchant. My exploration rank is Pathfinder.
I seen there's talks for the prequel of Game of Thrones for who's going to play what characters, and for Aegon Targaryen they're in talks with who was the last Doctor in Doctor Who?
Oh God, please don't tell me.
Are you talking about the guy that played the young guy?
No.
No, he's the old guy.
The old guy.
No, it couldn't be David Tennant.
No, not David.
No, David.
He was.
Okay.
We had 2 doctors since then.
That's the last time I watched Doctor Who, so I'm lost. So.
Yeah, we've had 2 doctors.
Yes.
The prequel will be damn good. And there's rumors, just keep this in mind, it is a rumor, that they're building the guys that made Fallout are making a Lord of the Rings. Not Lord of the Rings, sorry. Got Lord of the Rings stuck in my head. Game of Thrones.
That would be interesting.
That's just a rumor.
Come on.
Bethesda?
Yeah.
I'm aligned with the goddamn trajectory, thank you.
I know they're talking about doing a new Skyrim, years down the road, but they said there's 2 projects that are in the way between that and another Fallout and another Skyrim, and people are saying it's Game of Thrones.
I know there's another Metro coming out next year, but
I still haven't played them. I have them on my PS4 and haven't.
Because we've had them recently, And more recently.
I actually beat both of them a couple weeks ago. Again, yeah. It's still enjoyable, the Metro series is.
That's it, yeah. Peter, that's the one. That's one I got.
33 and Last Light were both still enjoyable games.
I had never actually played Skyrim until June of this year.
Well,
Matt Smith was the one before
You
David
gotta
Tennant.
make sure
David
Metro
Tennant was one of my favorites.
Was updated because I ran into a issue where I would be glitching through the map on Last Light.
Last Light.
Metro.
Last Light.
Gotcha.
You can get them both for YouTube. They're good, but linear.
Where I was literally glitching through the map.
You didn't save it beforehand.
Yeah.
It was on the level Brit where you're on the bridge. So we have to guide the dark one. So
That's so easy to
follow
do
the
on
dark one.
Skyrim. If you once you unlock the dragons, they'll kill NPCs too. I love Skyrim. I think pound for pound, The Witcher is my favorite RPG, but Skyrim was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see, Targaryen. I played Skyrim for a while, then I stopped till Dawnguard came out. Then I played for a few more hours, then I stopped again when I finished that. Oh.
I heard the best way you can find Fed missions is in Federation-controlled territories. Like,
Yes,
that
does help.
It's some good advice right there. I find that's one of the better ways.
Is. Yes.
oh, there's another. That's why I'm also going to Alpha Centauri. Because
Yeah, I
it's
was about to say,
Fed-controlled.
I hear that there's like a dozen of them available at Beagle.
What, Beagle Point?
Yes,
It's just rank up mission after rank up mission. It's just,
it is. And they're really easy. They're like shoot an asteroid and rank up. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, this Type 7 is going where no Type 7 has gone before. Beyond the human bubble.
Yeah, it's cool to go beyond the bubble, no problem. But no, you have to go that far.
I wonder who the first person was that made it to Beagle in a Sidewinder.
oh, that came up the other night. Someone found out.
I want to be the first one to drive a Type 7 to Beagle. No, I want to be the first one to go to Eagle Sector in a Type 7.
No, I like the first idea better.
What, going to Beagle?
Yes.
At Type 7?
Mm-hmm. Put your mark on things.
Because I'm pretty sure no one did it yet.
Let's find out.
I need to start planning that extensive journey then.
That is a good assumption that nobody would have done it.
After I do my Fed ranking missions in Alpha Centauri.
You do need to
That's
plan
all I
that
have
because
to
you could absolutely do that, but you could probably walk there faster.
Yeah, and you, by the time you're done, you'll have a beard to the ground, so you look like Gandalf.
Oops.
I'm just a white beard by the time I reach Beagle Point.
Yeah. You have a birds looking in it and stuff.
I look like one of the dudes off of Duck Dynasty. I would look like Phil.
So I've never actually made a trip that far, but one question I got is after jumping that many times, when you go to sleep at
Including the
night, do
Beagle.
you see suns in your dreams? I'm just curious.
It stops feeling like a game and feels like work. It's like, I don't want to jump on. Jesus.
Let's make the donuts.
Shoot, my job is sort of easy. I work at a Burger King. Oh.
I bet my job's easier.
Oh, come on.
I'm working right now.
There you go.
And occasionally I have to stop my game to go help a customer when they disturb my gaming time.
It's the worst.
It is. It's horrid.
Complete lack of
At least
humanity.
I get 50% off. Well,
I mean, I own the company. I get it for free. It's a business expense. Booyah!
oh wow.
Having an MBA does have its benefits. I taught all of my friends how to have their children's gifts be tax write-offs.
Can I go do minor faction standing grinding? Yuck. Yeah.
I just got a tweet from Armored Warfare on Twitter.
Warfare.
Tweet, tweet.
5 more got terminals to go.
Damn damn it! Now I want Burger King.
Oh, they
Damn you.
responded to my tweet saying we're working as hard to get it to you as quickly as possible. Trust us, we can't wait even.
I think it's about time for me to.
Armored
wind
Warfare
down.
is actually officially coming to the PlayStation 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's unofficially here now?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Richard, are you guys
It
playing
doesn't
this
officially come to
console
the
or
PlayStation 4
PC?
until the beginning of next year.
Richard, we're on PS4, buddy. So console.
DG's on the Pro, so you get slightly better textures
love the Pro.
and stuff.
Yeah,
That's the pros.
it's early 2018 release.
So Star Trek Discovery. The next episode. God damn.
Armored Warfare is just gonna be awesome. I can't wait for gaming. So.
I'll probably be right here flying back and forth to this damn star.
No. Oh.
Really,
This game
series is permanent. Watch.
This game fits my personality.
You
so
were
stupid.
indeed,
Oh,
Richard.
it's stupid.
Frameshift drive charged.
Excuse me.
Well said.
I think the weirdest phenomenon
Oh,
about this
whatever.
game so far is I use Benton. What is it? What is the shit? What is the name of my home base? Benton Orbital? Not Benton Orbital. What the hell is it called? It's one that's all lit up inside with trees.
Oh, hydroponics.
Yeah. So it's Bennett Gateway, right? I use it because I fly by stars all day long, but it's nice to go in somewhere where there's actually artificial lighting because it feels real.
I went into one of those the other day for my first time. I was like, wow, this place is amazing. See the little cars
Yeah.
traveling around as well. Or
Yeah.
I say cars, but whatever they are. It's quite nice.
Yeah, that's my home hub.
You know what my home hub
No worries,
is?
Richard.
It's a spaceport within the Star System Next, NYX.
I think my in-game final port is going to be a land base that has a large landing pad, so I can quit smacking the envelope.
Yeah, I'm tired of smacking the envelope myself.
Me too.
I'm in a Type 7, so smacking the envelope is the only thing I know.
Right? For some reason, I've always been really good at it. Then one day I woke up and I somehow forgot how to do it. And I've hit the wall ever since. It's driving me insane. It's like trying to get a fat woman through a door.
The Type 7 is really not really maneuverable at all. It's a brick.
space cop.
Yeah.
At least with my Anaconda, I can kill stuff real easy. So that's why I like this trek, this meet an orbital, is I gotta blow anything up that decides to poke at me.
I like to travel my space cow wherever it may fit.
Any port in the storm.
Also, I try landing at planetary ports. So I don't even hit the envelope box anyway.
Yeah, that's why my final one's going to be a land base, I think. Of course, and by then maybe we'll have squadrons and we can just be able to log out inside a squadron ship.
A squadron carrier.
Bacon says Type 7 has the best yaw turning speed. Discuss.
That's up for debate. That's your turning speed. What reality?
Some ejected canisters.
I'm gonna have to put that to the test. Then.
Yeah, I wanted to make space football with canisters, but the canisters kept exploding. You can really whack them.
Targaryen 22 says Type 7 has the best. Let's pirate this neon sign custom installed.
Yes, that's even better.
I mean,
His
Yeah.
name was Targaryen.
Targaryen 22.
Are you the dragon?
Let's target this harmless little vessel that can't do anything to defend itself. Ship. Yeah. I mean little, I mean ginormous. Space cow. Yeah.
I'm gonna wind down to a bit of TV before I go to sleep, guys. Thank you for having me up.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
Good night, brother.
Good night.
So far, the only thing I've ran into on my anaconda that gave me problems was I ran into 2 anacondas.
Yeah,
That was
that's
the
it.
problem.
That's it. I was taking one on, you know, I just engineered my shields, and I was happy out sitting there, and another one drops in. What? Oh, no! And I start
I
feeling
did
it.
manage to kill them both. I don't think they were very high, but I did manage to kill them both. But I limped back into port at like 20% health. Or hull. You'll have to tell me how you what to engineer on my ship to make it battle ready, because I have no freaking clue.
You know why I need to get my Fed rank up? I really want to get that soul permit unlocked.
I just unlocked it yesterday. You don't get that at petty officer. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I unlocked it just last week as well, for the first time. I'd never even bothered doing those missions, but I haven't even gone to Seoul yet. I still have to do it.
Yeah, me too. So on this Anaconda, what guns do you run on yours? I'm running pretty much 4 multi-cannons, 2 beams, and 2 pulse.
I'm running 3 multi-cannons. One's in the big slot, and the rest are beams.
Beams or pulse?
Beams, turreted beams.
Turret, really?
Yes. They go nuts all by themselves, and I just focus with the multi-cannons at close range. So they've got a nice...
And so you basically have your top 3, so your bottom massive, and then your top 2 is multi-cannon?
Yes,
large?
that's it. The 2 large are multi-cannon, yep. So I just got to keep the nose just slightly... My nose slightly below the target, and it rips.
And do you have them engineered?
I do now. Finally, that's what I've been working on during the week. I put thermals on mine to start off with.
Thermals on what?
On my multi-cannons. I was tempted, but
No,
I'd rolled some thermal on beams as well. So I thought, I'm going to go with this theme.
I thought, wasn't there one that if you put like corrosive on a multi-cannon, it helps shred shields?
Potentially. Ah. Every time just got done playing though.
And so you put thermal on everything?
Yes.
Okay. And what engineer does that?
Hang on, see if I can find the engineer list.
I'm gonna ask you lots of questions because I have no idea. I'm getting ready to start engineering. That's why I'm running for rebuy right now.
Is it the Blaster guy?
I just finished A-rating everything.
Yeah, Todd the Blaster McQuinn. Yep.
Todd?
Todd does the multi-cannons. He's pretty easy to unlock too.
Todd, and then what was... and then someone does thermal and lasers too?
Todd will do the thermal and all that for the multi-cannons. Where are the lasers? Where are the goddamn things?
So, how quick does it
Maybe
take
the Dweller.
to rank
Maybe
up
it is
the petty
Pulse
officer?
I have. Hang on. Not that
rank
long,
up what?
Ash. Petty officer. Oh, I gotta wait till I get
Yeah,
off
it's
the
not
ship.
bad. It's like 4 levels in. It's not bad at all.
Let's see. Targaryen's Kondo weapon loadout is 2 medium turreted pulse, 2 large lasers, and a huge large PA.
I'm trying to find a
Sounds
controlled
like fun.
said star system. Mostly I'm finding contested ones.
Filter.
I am using filter.
And then what about for your internals? What you end up doing with them?
Does the exploit ones count?
Most of my internals are A-rated. I've been going.
Engineer them to, though?
That's the question. That's the thing. I mean, for anything that it's designed for PvE and not PvP. So I haven't used any engineered shielding or anything like that. It's just everything to squeeze output, because my power plant is fantastic. Actually, oh damn! I'm looking at my power plant now, going 99 out of 100% usage, but I'm in a damn buggy. Yeah, the 7.
You said I should go to Rio.
Raya.
Yeah, Raya's good for missions. I stopped by there when there were some passenger missions. But they've fed missions.
RHEA?
Yeah, RH Echo Alpha. Okay, here we go.
So you haven't engineered your modules yet?
I've engineered a lot of them. I just can't see the damn things right now. Okay, so I'm working on thrusters now. I'm working on mats for thrusters. Done the shields. Done the shield boosters.
That's the headquarters of Falcon Witness.
Done the... what's there? Power
What'd you
distributor?
do on shields? Are you using 7A, or what shields are you using?
Oh, maximum, so... yeah, 7A.
What kind? BioWeave or just straight shields?
Straight shields. I didn't want BioWeave. I know that there's a big argument about that, but I just wanted pure shield numbers.
Right.
I don't want to have to...
And what did you engineer on them?
That's the question. Hang on. Let me just pull up this
Well, just whenever you
real
get stopped, dude. It's no big deal. I mean, it's...
No, but I have it. I have
32
something
light.
here.
Hello. What's going on, Mr. Zero?
Mr. Zero.
People.
Alright, so...
Who's got the party? I'll get him in here.
Shield generator.
Oh, I might have the party, actually.
You might.
I don't want the power. I don't want responsibility.
Oh.
Oh, Li Chung.
I come back and I'm being indicted. Indicted? Indicted. Indicted?
Impeached.
Words.
Yeah, Richard, I just noticed that a second ago.
Well, it's too bad you have the power, Chaz. Deal with it.
Hello, Zero!
Hey,
Hello.
Zero.
Howdy.
And now you got a bunch of angry Republicans on you now. Yay.
As you do. Alright, so there's one. It's the same layout as the last base, I think. So there should be one center. I can scan from down here. Not like I remember it.
And I shall return. Let me go ahead and get to where I'm going so I won't have to worry about crashing into things.
That's always a good thing always a good way to start, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
God, how much chafe do you have, dude?
Oh,
Who's chafing?
Chaz says, I told him he
I'm
used too much starch in his underwear.
I guess so. Something. Jiminy Christmas, this Viper is maneuverable.
there's one.
Oh, so you got a Viper now, Chaz?
No, I'm fighting a Viper.
He's
Oh,
got an anaconda.
I know he has an anaconda.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Chaz. He
Later,
likes the
Richard. Take it
biggest,
easy, buddy.
slowest ships possible.
I like Freddy Cows.
I'm in one biggest cow ever. I'm in the Type 7. Yay.
Ooh.
Good lord, it finally died. After making me work for it.
Well, I can't wait to get my Python back because that thing has a big camel toe.
I like my asp.
I like your ass too, Zero.
Ah, my God.
Well, I'm an asp man.
You're an ass man. You're definitely an ass, I'll give you that. Why don't you come find me out in space and I'll kick your ass?
Targaryen's in the vet. Nice.
Oh my goodness gracious! How is this turning into a? Oh.
This went terribly wrong somewhere.
Yeah,
See,
I don't
I've been
know.
quiet the whole time
Sampling.
I've been in this channel till Zero shows up, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, because you need me to wake up.
You're a bad influence.
Damn straight I am.
They thought I was normal, goddammit, Zero.
What, you really thought you was normal? God help you all, you naive people. No, let me tell you how normal he is.
I thought this was like a normal person.
Has any of you seen Family Guy?
Yes, and American Dads, and the Cleveland Show.
Okay. Well, when Chess comes back, he needs to tell you a story about one of his ex-girlfriends.
Oh god.
Oh
Wow, this escalated quickly.
Yeah. No, the best way to sum up this ex of his is Jillian, Brian's ex. I can't do the story justice. He needs to tell the story because it's fucking hilarious. And I make him tell it almost every time I get a chance to. New people, because it never gets old.
You know what will never get old? This
Can't be
YouTube
that
video I've been watching. It's supposed to be for the Google Home or the Google Gnome, but it's real funny. Man, I keep on my ass off.
The stream's great memes. This is
Google
too easy.
Blitz. Introducing Google Blitz.
There's another one.
That's already it's only a minute.
It should be 3.
Capitalist scam. What? Fine. Yay. Who wants a Google garden gnome that speaks Russian?
Yeah.
Now, what am I getting volunteered for? Hold on a second.
You volunteer for our latest product, the Auto Boner. Yeah.
I was gonna have you tell the Peanut story.
Oh, God. Not the peanut story.
You like,
That's better than the treadmill story.
and it's stream safe.
Well, that treadmill story is not stream safe.
Exactly.
What about the Auto Boner story? About the fishing thing. Yeah.
The fishing thing?
Yeah, the fishing thing.
Well, the it's called the deboner. It debones fish. Yeah.
The deboner. I had a girlfriend, you could call her that once. When she took her makeup off, she was the deboner. It's like, huh? Oh.
Oh.
What this? I don't know what this.
Huh? Oh.
What has this? Where did this go now?
Someone screwed up and invited Zero. Oh, wait, it was me.
Maybe there's 2.
No, this
Get on,
chat is
motherfucker.
turning.
Whoopsie. I still got a customer in here, and then I will happily tell the peanut story. No problem. Have a good day, bud. The sad thing is I used to do stand-up comedy, and it was also one of everybody's favorite jokes, and so I had to tell it all the time.
And hold that thought.
And
Okay, go ahead.
this thing really does look like Earth. Yeah, it looks pretty.
It's because it is
hurt.
Earth. Unless you're a flat earther, and then they don't believe that's true.
Wow. A flat Earth. Nah.
Not a flat earther?
No. I believe the Earth was a sphere.
I don't believe it at all. I know it to be. I don't even...
It is one of the weird things about belief, right? To believe something, to believe something means there's not evidence to support it, so you believe it despite the evidence. To accept something is to hear all the evidence and agree and to say that you know it to be true.
That's it.
Okay, so
Kind of like evolution.
Go ahead and tell the peanut story.
Oh, good lord. All right. So anyway, I have an interesting history with women, and for some reason my picker is broken. I don't know if you ever heard that phrase before or not, but basically, everybody has, picking women. My picker's broken. But anyway, and I dated this girl for a long time, named Peanut. Whatever her real name. Real name is Tiffany. God bless her heart. And she was about what you would expect. I mean, she was incredibly intelligent. Oh, no, wait, let me rephrase that. She was incredibly attractive, and very nice girl, dumber than a box of hair, right? Her real name was Tiffany. But anyway, she used to call me at like 2 o'clock in the morning occasionally. She'd ask me questions. Now, I waited with bated breath anytime she was going to ask me questions because some of them were the most amazing questions I've ever been asked. Now, this girl, she made it out of school. Well, she dropped out of school, but she did make it out of school-ish, like 8th grade. And so, to give you an example, one night we were out looking at the stars, and I realized sitting there talking to her about it that she had no idea what the hell she was looking at. And I'm like, do you know what those are, Peanut? And she said, well, my grandma told me angels poke holes in the sky to look down on us.
That's right, Jen.
That's what she believed, which was fine. She didn't know there was World War II. She'd never heard of the Nazis. She never heard of Vietnam. She had never heard of she didn't know who the president was or the vice president. She didn't know any of that. So whatever. But anyway, she called me up one time at 2 o'clock in the morning. And this is how she got her nickname, Peanut. And she called and she said, hey, I got a question for you, Jerry. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, go ahead, what do you got? And she's like, did you know that peanut butter is made of peanuts?
Okay.
And I said, yes, ma'am, I was aware of this. How did you find out? And she said, well, she was in Walmart with her daughter, and her daughter's the most intelligent person in this house, doomed from birth, right? But most intelligent person in the house. And she asked her 7-year-old daughter, what kind of peanut butter do you want? And she says, I want crunchy. And Tiffany says, well, honey, you don't want crunchy. It's got peanuts in it. She said, but Mama, they all got peanuts in it. And so she didn't believe her 7-year-old daughter, so she began to take all the peanut butter jars off the shelf and read the label. And she said they had peanuts in them. And I'm like, that's amazing. And then she said, but in my defense, and I love it when she used that phrase, because I taught her that phrase, and anything that comes after that was pure gold. She said, but in my defense, she said, not everything that has the words in the title has it in the ingredients. And I said, okay. And she said, like Butterfingers. It doesn't contain butter or fingers. I'm like, you know what? I can argue with that. Your logic is infallible, right? I completely agree. And I said, and thank God, because then what would that mean for the kumquat?
The kumquat.
Yes, of course she didn't believe me that it was a real fruit. I actually had to take her to Walmart to introduce her to the kumquat. She believed I was just fucking with her. But anyway, so that's how Peanut got her name. Peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah. That's an interesting story.
And someday when nobody's streaming, I will tell you the story of the treadmill.
Alright. Wow.
I'm pretty sure my treadmill story would be an instant report.
And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something real quick, and I'll be right back. So.
Does that mean he's gonna go take a poop?
Probably.
Probably. That's normally what it means when you say that. Either that, or we just officially scared everybody off. Maybe we should go maybe we should go to our own chat and leave these poor people alone.
Oh, the third one's here.
Yeah, but at some point when you get stopped, I'm curious about what your upgrades are, because that's going to be one of my next projects for this critter.
No worries.
And for your internals, do you use hull reinforcement?
Yes, hull reinforcement. I was debating them, but yeah, I went with hull.
And then do you use shield boosters or shield, whatever they're called?
Shield boosters for me.
Okay, that's what I use too. We have the exact same setup. We're building the exact same ship.
Great minds.
That's
no.
right. I do like a hangar bay.
Yes, I have a hangar bay. And I have the SRV bay.
I love the SRVs too, but I don't take that out when I'm just fighting.
I
guess
never.
I could though. I need to start doing missions.
Yeah, I never know what I'm doing, so I just have everything.
Well, Zero plays, but half the time when he's playing, he's on my ship.
That's like flying his fighters. That means no rebuy for me.
Yeah, until what was the other day when you attacked somebody and blew them up, and I got a 6-day warning or bounty on me. It's still on me, by the way.
Just so you know, that was not my fault. If you said wanted and I opened fire, you shot somebody
I didn't
else.
shoot. I was hanging in the air, waiting for you. My guns didn't even light up. Now, the other times we got warrants, I did that. The first two.
I'm not gonna have enough time. Did I get it? Yes. No. Damn it.
I kind of liked where they said they're going to beef the police up next year. I think they're already beefy enough.
That's one. Trying to find these damn things. So use that as a reference.
My new run is working out, Zero. I'm pulling in about 50 million a haul now, which is not great,
Nice.
but it's better than what I was doing. 30, 40 every 5 or 6 hours. This is way better. I've never had this much money before. I can rebuy this ship 10 times now. I can actually not worry about taking this thing out and fighting in it. Is just doing the missions, the fighting missions, are they easier than hunting bounties, or is it all about the same?
I think it's all the same.
Okay. So I should probably do all my engineering next before I really start running everything.
It'd help. I think so anyway. It's really, really helping for me. I'm noticing it a lot now.
I would love to have like $2 billion and then start working on other stuff. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think my AD will get good.
Go Patriots.
Oh God, sports.
And Chaz, I'm not afraid you're not watching the NASCAR race.
Oh, it's Junior's last day, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Please, please let Danica hit him on his last race.
This is Danica's last race too.
I know! Damn it. Well, that means she'll be able to come stay with me now. No? Damn.
No, but see how she loves her dogs and you hate pets?
She hates cats?
No, she has like 2 huskies.
I don't mind dogs.
Thank you. That's why again. Security firmware patch and you show encrypted files. Blah.
Oh, speaking of Danica, she just pegged the wall hard.
Well, of course she did.
Ooh, she's done. Her car is done. It's on fire.
Of course it is. She spent more of her time on fire than she has racing this year. I never said she was good. I just said she was my favorite.
Ah.
Okay, I give her props. I don't like Danica too much, but she's wearing pink skeleton gloves in honor of Dale and her Jr.
Blah. The great irony, the last year that I watched was his second year, and the next time I start watching will probably be next year. That's how much I hated Junior. And I was a massive Earnhardt fan. I mean, massive. Oh, good lord, people! Why are you keep coming after me, but then you run? What's up with that? Don't run for me if you're gonna do that. What is this, another Viper?
FTE1103. There we go.
Anybody else want to fight me? No? Okay. Bored. I don't think he even got through my first bubble. You work, what, the next 3 days, Zero?
Yep.
That's what I thought. And then you'll be offline Wednesday and Thursday?
Wednesday afternoon.
Alright. Yeah, I'll probably be offline Thursday night. I think Gerald's coming up for Thanksgiving, so I'll be off in the evening. Hang out with him a little bit. He won't stay long, but he'll hang out for an hour or two. Other than that, so my only plan on being offline this year is for 2 hours on Thursday. So you overcharged your power supply, right?
Alright, I'm back.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
You overcharge it, and that lets you use all lasers. Because I have to do pulses, a couple pulses, otherwise I overheat.
Yeah, no.
I had a story in mind, but I'm not sure if you want to hear Burger King related. Oh.
Go for it.
Oh.
Story hour here on the stream, guys.
It happened when I was at work, and we had some kind of new thing come out. Oh yeah, it was the Whopperitos.
Ooh.
Freaking, they were like ground. Yeah, it was a ground up Whopper inside of a flour tortilla with everything that's inside a regular Whopper, including taco seasoning. So I had one, and I've forgotten that I managed to forget a full pan of burgers in the broiler. When I came back, they were like charred to a crisp. They were like charcoal patties. They were like black freaking hockey pucks.
They'll still eat.
And throughout almost the whole day, they were like saying, "Oh, look, Josh got something new on our menu now. It's called the charcoal burger." Yeah.
Was it a hit?
Oh no.
I guess
but,
so, huh?
Yeah.
The worst thing about this whole conversation is he's making me want Burger King. That's a true story, and there's not one close to me.
Gerald, look at me Burger King.
Don't put it past me. I've done stuff like that. I'll call my employee in on her day off and have her bring me food. I've done it before.
I really love Burger King because even though I do work there, I love getting 50% off. But their other thing's also pretty much selling pretty well. The Farmhouse King has a fried egg on it.
I know the last time she came in, she walked in here and I'm like, "Don't take your coat off." She's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "Here's $20. Go get me coffee." Okay. I love having employees.
Where do you work again? It sounds like you're a consultant.
No, I own electronic cigarette and coffee shops.
Oh, wow.
What did I just do? Whoops.
I'm a legal drug dealer, basically.
E-cigarettes.
E-cigs and coffee shops, yes.
Vape.
Vape and coffee. I sell 2 of the most addicting products on the face of the planet. It's great for repeat business.
Guess what the temp is down here, where I'm at?
60 Celsius.
63 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was close. Just the wrong scale.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Not talking to you today.
Current temperature.
It's 41 degrees outside.
Wow. Hey Google.
Current temperature.
Okay Google.
In Cork, it's currently 12
What
degrees
is the
Celsius.
current temperature
Boom.
for the North Shore?
Where?
Current temperature in Alexandria is 61.
Oh God, wrong one. Come on.
Welcome to the Weather Channel. Those of you on the streams, report in what the temperature's like in your areas.
And
Oh crap.
In New Orleans right now, it's 60.
okay, that's perfect. 60 degrees. Yay.
Alright, I need to do it. Hang on. Convert 60 Fahrenheit to Celsius.
60 degrees Fahrenheit equals 15.556 degrees Celsius.
Similar temperature. That's cold. Whoa!
Holy
Just
shit.
explode.
Oh, man, that was a big one. Doggone.
I gotta go.
Oh, man, my nose is tickled.
I think he just exploded.
I think he did it too.
Ooh, the Saints beat the Redskins in overtime.
That's weird that you have companies over there like that that compete for who can do the most overtime. That's crazy. Over here, we just go home.
It's the NFL. Yeah, they got teams that compete.
Go Patriots.
Okay, deflating Tom Brady with the amount of deflating football game.
Born and raised New England fan. I'm damn proud to say it. Through the good and the bad.
The only fan
I'm a born and raised
is anybody that
Saints
plays
fan.
against the Raiders.
Oh, hey, they're moving to Vegas. I heard.
Yeah, I guess the Patriots are playing right now and kicking their ass.
Raiders?
Yep.
That makes me happy. I'm a fan of your team today, Zero. Today is the day that I'm absolutely 110% behind your team. I will be ecstatic if they win. You know how many times I either beat up or had to beat up douchebags in Raiders jackets when I was in school?
Too many.
Too many.
I'm glad I'm a pure Saints fan.
I spent many, many days in detention for beating up Raiders fans.
Even though we had a rocky 10 years, yeah. I just have a feeling this year may be the year of the Saints may be coming back and winning a Super Bowl.
Targaryen22 is an Eagles fan.
Oh, we got a Carson Wentz stand in here.
The dragon is a fan of the eagle. I'm pretty sure that's a sign by the prophecies of the end times.
Yeah, the Eagles are the only ones I'm worried about this year so far, since they're doing so good.
Oh yeah, so it's the Steelers are doing all right, as long as they have Ben Roethlisberger not been injured. That's another story.
I don't think Felicia does overcharge on power plants, does she? Or no, she just does frame shift drives.
Yeah.
She really does. And there's nothing really frame shift drive related for battle, so I'd probably just go for distance on it, right? Or did you do shielded?
Distance. I mean, if you're doing PvE, then there's no point in shielding it. For PvP,
what is
it'd be
it, Farsi?
I think it's Marco Quint I was looking at there, who would be the power plant dude.
So, and shielding just makes it so that it's not targeted, right? Or makes it so it takes less damage when it's targeted.
That's it exactly. So the PvE ships are not sub-targeting us, but the PvP ones would. I would. For an Anaconda, I'd go straight for its power plant.
You go straight for power plant?
For Anacondas, yeah, that's like the weakest part of an Anaconda.
You know what the best thing living in Louisiana is?
Oh yeah, but to take it out, it's too exposed on the ship.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The best thing about living in Louisiana is the winters. Fair winters.
I have to figure out who overcharges those.
The power plants? Mm-hmm. Marco.
Always go out during the winter time. I never go out during the summertime in Louisiana. Never.
In the summertime.
Where it's humid as I don't know what outside.
I had a pen. I was going to write down what you said, Marco.
Marco Quint.
Hang
on. Scroll up again. Marco Quint. QWENT.
It's me. I'm Marco Polo.
It's me, Marco.
Well, I think we all can agree, at least we're not the Falcons.
Oh God, please, no. Wow.
I'll check that out when I get landed. And so you think that's the first thing, and then what? Weapons or what?
Everything. Go engineer by engineer.
Wait a second.
Like when you level up an engineer up to 3, 4, or 5, it'll unlock the next engineer and just keep kind of going along that roll.
Redskins, Kirk Cousins got destroyed.
Like for example, Targaryen22 here says like Marco is for power plants, and when you level up Marco, you'll unlock Professor Palin, and then you go with Palin stuff. Which I'm
so let me get landed here and I'll look at it.
Wow.
So I'm probably going to do mostly PvE. I don't have any interest on going out just to hunt other players.
Neither do I. I just wanted something to be survivable. I'll probably do a PvP build. Yeah, I'll do a PvP build at some point. In case I'm ever nearby and someone ganks me, you know, I end up back in the station, flip over, try and find them. But that's a very long time away. I can think of better things to spend money on.
Oh, by the way, there's a lot of Fed missions in Zachary Hudson's headquarters system.
God damn it.
It's only primarily Fed missions, federal
Oh.
missions.
There.
Zachary Hudson. Isn't that Bennett Gateway? Or is that Rhea?
No, that's Falcon Witness. That'll be the other one. That'll be Graceland Dock. Gleason, whatever it is.
Alright, look at this. So, who do I have unlocked? I have Farseer unlocked, and I have her at 5. I just don't have the material to do it.
Oh, but you have her up to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have someone else unlocked then at that point, right? There's also...
Well, I have 2 below her. I've got Evelyn Martouk and the Blaster McQuinn.
There you go. And as you get
But they're not unlocked. I just got to do the initial contracts.
Ah, there you go. Well, once they don't have a lock pad on them, you can start working on those. Just get them unlocked. Even if you're not applying the stuff, just get them built up until you unlock the next engineer, and so on and so forth. Like, I'm working Palin now myself. Or, actually, I have Palin done, I think.
How far down is Palin?
The order changes. Like, for me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the order is ranked by, well, okay, by access level, because you can sort them, and mine are sorted. By name, I don't know.
So what are mainly the missions I should be doing so I can do my Fed rank?
Anything from a Fed rank mission giver. So anyone that's allied with any faction that's allied with the Feds in that station.
Like what? Like intel report delivery?
Oh, all of them count.
Be right back, guys.
Alright, dude. All of the missions count, Ash. You're getting rep regardless. If there's data courier missions, those are handy.
Yeah.
What am I looking for here? Ah, here we go. Okay.
That Zero is a cool guy.
Oh, Zero's? Yeah, he's great.
Thanks, Cartel, buddy. There it is.
Well, I gotta go to LHS 215. Gotta go to Spring Gateway.
Poetic place and a poetic name for the place.
What?
LHS 215. Very poetic place, man. Wait till you see it. Bacon, you got interdicted how? Are you in open? Okay, so these these bases that I land at and scan, I've learned 2 different layouts now. This better be one of the 2. I don't want to have to learn a whole new layout again. Okay, here's one.
I can't wait for the quarter 1 update for
one here.
Battle. I mean for Fairly Dangerous. I want to say Battlefield.
I can't wait for them both. But yeah,
what?
Anything, because the Q4 and the Q1. But there's going to be little drops in between both as well. So we've already seen one, the new fighter that came out. That was a nice little drop.
Big ships coming out?
Ash would be the best man to answer that question.
What happened?
What ships are coming out soon on Elite Dangerous?
Oh, and the Q1, I know the Chieftain Shore and the Crates.
Right, there's
but
2.
I heard there's another one.
Any big ships?
I know there's the Type 10 Defender still supposed to be coming out soon. Kurt.
Let me rephrase this. Anything better than the big 3?
Bacon, RIP, you got interdicted and destroyed?
Not really that I've seen, but
in
the
deep
Chieftain
space.
looks...
He's on his way to Beagle, but I don't think he got too far yet. I think it's recoverable.
Actually, the Chieftain looks like
Is he streaming?
No, Bacon's not streaming, no. Okay, that's...
Actually, the Chieftain kind of reminds me of a medium-sized ship.
Where the hell is this? Okay, I know there's... Alright, there's one up there.
It actually has VTOL-looking
that one.
engines. Let me see if I can look up the Chieftain.
Maybe here?
So you recommend doing increased frame shift range for PvE?
Yes. That I do.
And how many times did you roll? I mean, what do you go for on that? Because I know the attributes change.
You can see before you roll what the theoretical maximum is, so I go for as close to that as possible. And sometimes you'll get a secondary effect that will push it even beyond that envelope. I'll grab that straight away.
So it's 20 to 50%, and then it can go higher than that.
With the secondary effect. So if you get as close as possible, just take it, and then you can just roll out the rest of your rolls to see if you can top it up any bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, let's see.
So I need to
1, 2.
figure out. Because what's your top jump range when you're fully kitted for PvE?
Right now would be my Anaconda. I'm not in it, but I think I'm at 26 weight down, and I'm like 35 without the weight. If I go deep. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I've got 250 million now. That's probably enough to start doing stuff without worrying about revise.
Have you bought a power plant? The 7A?
Yeah, I'm fully 8 out now.
Then you're fine. I was saving up, and then I looked at the price of the power plant. I was like, oh god damn it! I thought I was sitting comfortable. It cost more than the Anaconda.
It did. Yeah, I mean, I was amazed. I mean, I think about $500 million is what it cost me to fully A out.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh, where's this last one? Oh, there it is.
So how many rolls do you think you need per engineer to get a good roll? 10?
3 or 4, I'd say. Normally in the 3rd or the 4th I'm taking it, and I'm just spending the rest of my mats to see what I can do over it. Alright, done. What do we got? Specialized Legacy, that's it. These things are driving me crazy. Made it to the asteroid base, and I got interdicted. Oh, back at the start. How far back is the start? Like the bubble, Bacon? Chieftain reminds me of the Pelican from Halo. Oh, I love Halo.
What, Chieftain?
I need to go re-gear, and then I need to find chemical manipulators and determine wake exceptions.
You know what, the Chieftain does kind of look like the Pelican. Yeah.
Hey, take it easy, buddy.
So.
Where did you get your chemical manipulators and determine wake exceptions? Do you remember?
Okay, the wake exceptions. Your best bet is to go to a famine. No, is it a famine system? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think it's famine, and you look for one of those. There's a point in space near planets where they kind of hand out supplies for famines and stuff. And you can just scan the supply ships as they jump in and out. For chemical manipulators, you want to rip those off type 9s. So you need to blow up type 9s. So it's best to do that in an anarchy system. That's in Outbreak. Yep, you can do that.
So, is the stuff considered stolen?
No. Well, you can just run. You can just run around in random points of interest and spend the next 6 days trying to do it. But you're gonna have to kill some type 9s, I'm afraid.
It does look like from Halo.
So redefine this for me. So can I, if I'm in an anarchy system, I can kill somebody without getting a warrant?
Correct.
Okay.
Sounds like you need your fighter pilot, Chaz.
You just want to blow stuff up, Zero.
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's see. Targaryen. Body ship looks like it's short. I'm going to my favorite system where I've been farming those at 63G. Oh, I've heard of that actually. To 9 billion pop. Anarchy Lawless system.
63G?
63G Capricorni. Capricorni. I seen someone mention that in a video today. I was watching a stream and I didn't understand what the hell was going on out there. But apparently, yeah. It's Anarchy Lawless. So it looks like 63 space G dot Capricorni.
63G dash
Cap. Dot. Period. Dot. There might be, I don't know, try it both ways. There might be 63 space G dot or 63G dot. There might be a space between the 3 and the G.
And then the determined wake, you said famished? Or famine?
I'll just go there instead. No, the wake won't be. That's usually the system state. That's how I do it. I get the resupply ships, which I feel really bad doing, or the refugee ships. But here it's just lawless. So just jump in and look for type 9s.
Right. But the data mined wake exceptions you get.
Oh, right. Those famine. I prefer famine for that. It's much faster.
And then you've got to use a wake scanner for it?
Yeah, you're going to need a wake scanner, yeah. Just as soon as you enter a famine system, just move towards the first planet and keep an eye on points of interest. And you'll see, I think it's called a convoy beacon, which where the convoy of ships are all put together. Drop out in there and just hang out there for a while. Every time a ship jumps out, you'll be able to scan its wake. Takes a while. It took me like an hour to get a crap load of them. But I got a crap load of them, so that's what it was important. Yeah, I gotta add the period. Yes, 63 G period.
Okay, well I'm gonna go back to home base and gear up. That way I've got everything set up for it.
That's the spirit. I don't want to dismiss the ship. I want the ship
to... Then I'll go get my frame shift thing done, and then I'll work on my next engineer. I mean, I've got enough for, 10 rebuys? I shouldn't die that much.
You won't. You'll be fine. You're more than enough now. It's just farming mats at this point. Oh, come on, Shiv. I forgot I was parked there. What's that 20%? Ah.
I need to finish getting to elite on my exploration so I can get to Founder World.
No, you and me both.
I'm halfway there to elite.
Don't even know what I am. Hang on. Got up a few ranks on it. Explorer rank Pioneer. Must be getting
I'm one above that. It's like you got Pioneer, then the next one, then Elite.
I'll start doing the Road to Riches at some point and try to get some data in. I still have to go see Soul. After I unlocked the damn permit, I didn't even bother. It's like, oh, it's nice to have that. Moving on with my life.
Put in. I'm probably gonna need SRVs, fighters, especially if Zero wants to go play, and then I'll put in hull reinforcements, wake scanner. That should be everything I need.
Yeah, it should be good.
And of course, in my automatic lander that never leaves my.
The docking computer.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a fan of it as well. Most people aren't, but I am.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of it.
Makes my life easier.
That's my me time.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's like, okay, cool, and now turn and do something. Grab my phone, reply to a few people, whatever that case may be. Oops. Hey, my mate, how's it going, buddy? What are you all doing tonight? Well, I am just farming.
Welcome to the stream.
Farming outposts.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Engage.
We're about to see if I can get through the envelope here, which I doubt.
Hey, you can do it.
Oh, it's not right if you don't feel like you have to duck. There we go. Woohoo! It's the first time I made it through without hitting something.
Now comes the easy part.
Yeah, flying out into space and getting hit by random ships that aren't paying attention and me getting a fine for it.
Isn't that the way of things, though?
It is.
Oh, man. Where's my... Ash has joined the party. Ash has left the party.
Goodbye, Ash.
All right. Is that the one I was looking for? Yeah.
Knock on wood, so far, I haven't been killed in a while. I haven't even taken my shields down in a while. I had someone take my shields down today. I got attacked by, what was it, 2 pythons. They took my shields down.
Yeah, I've only ever lost one anaconda. The Donager one, God rest her soul.
Oh, I've lost anacondas.
This is the Donager 2.
Oh God, I'm not the only one who does that with this ship.
Not only that, I have one of those bobblehead anacondas on my dashboard. It's the color of the original Donager, you know, in memory of it. If this one goes, I'll get another one.
Yeah, actually, from my first ship up to my current ship, they've all been the Harley Quinn.
Ah, nice, nice.
So I'm on Harley Quinn. What the hell my number am I? I don't remember. I think 9 or something, or 13.
It's pretty cool though. It's a nice way to keep track.
Yeah. And my Viper is called the RKO out of nowhere.
Ah, nice. Very nice. I named all mine after ships from the Expanse TV show.
Nice.
They're awesome. Come on, power, power.
Yeah, it's the Harley Quinn 13. my current
13.
Been lucky so far. Haven't blown up in this one in a while.
Well, because then you have to go in and change the name, and you know it's just not worth it.
Yeah. But I keep all the same tail number, so.
Same here, yeah. Okay, it's resolving nicely.
I think I've lost 2 anacondas. Maybe 3. 2 of them before I A-rated it, and 1 of them I have no idea what happened to it. It literally just exploded landing. I was landing
there's more to this story.
No. Like, look, I was landing, right? I was auto-docking. I was landing. And then something came out of the air that I have no idea what it was, like a ship in full super cruise that slammed into my anaconda, and it bounced me off a gigantic pole in the middle of the landing area, and then I hit the ground and exploded. I have no idea what it was that hit me. But I heard the noise come in and went...
That'll do it.
Like a bolt of lightning. Now, the other theory is I just set my controller down, so that noise may have been my boost.
Ah.
And I may have boosted myself into a pole. I don't know.
Yeah, but if your docking computer was working properly, it shouldn't have boosted.
That's true. I think somebody kamikazed me.
But then again, the docking computer has been known to boost in the worst of times possible.
Well, thankfully though, since I've been back playing, my docking computer no longer like gets confused going through the mail slot and goes under or over or the side of. That was annoying the hell out of me for the longest time. I'm like, go home, docking computer, you're drunk.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone.
And the 2 times I died in the anaconda out fighting was because I wasn't smart enough to run away. I'm like, I can do it. I can still make it. I know I only got 15% hull, but he's got 30. And I died. And I went back to
Lessons
my
learned.
house.
Lessons learned.
Yes. I've learned how to import my patented run like a bitch maneuver into this game.
It's not a run like a bitch maneuver. It's tactically advancing in the opposite direction.
Yes, it's not retreating. I'm advancing in the opposite direction. I am part French, after all. I am French and Native American. That means we get really drunk and then surrender. I hate 4A fuel scoops. Oh, well, I'm about to be indicted. Or indicted. I keep calling it indicted. I think I'm the freaking president or something. About to be indicted. I can remember how to pronounce that word. Interdicted, I believe is the word. Interdicted.
Crap.
Got it.
That one. Nothing there. Oh, I thought there'd only be one of these.
So is there a difference between anarchy and anarchy lawless?
I don't think so. Someone on the stream's going to have to fill us in there. I honestly don't know the difference.
Well, where's Joseph when we need him, Chaz?
He was here earlier.
Damn it, there's another one. Hey, Turbo Tim, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hello, Turbo.
Ash has joined the stream.
We'll see if Ash sticks this time.
Inside of my internet connection doesn't like myself down.
And see, Chaz, I told you your connection will sort itself out.
You told me what?
Your connection will sort itself out and you'll be fine to stream again.
No, it's fine. I can't stream Ark. Literally, I turned it on today, and I was able to stream it for maybe 10 seconds before it timed out. This game, Ark, is cursed. It is cursed. It is a game that I probably would have continued to play the hell out of if it didn't screw everything up.
What now? I don't want the damn salvage contract.
I can't believe it's almost 5 o'clock. I literally spent all morning doing nothing but running passengers to make money. Which is what I normally do, but that's... I made more money doing it this time than I ever have done, so I love that little run. Hopefully it's not broken and they don't fix it.
No, I think it's obeying their rules. It's the distance from the start.
Well, I hope they don't do anything to it, because it's phenomenal. Now, it does take time. I mean, you couldn't just start the game and go over there and do it. I mean, you have to have a good ship, and I mean, so it's not like you have to have the rep. I mean, it's not like, you know, an easy go farm.
Yeah, and
so
I can't stand the neediness of some of the passengers.
Well, I don't even read their shit, dude. I just ignore it. I take them to where they're going and drop them off. Or I go show them their stuff. I mean, literally, this run is you pick some people up at one station, fly 40 minutes and drop them off at another station, and I make anywhere from 30 to 70 million a run.
Mehmet, where are you running passenger missions from? I do it from around this system. LTT 9360 is the destination.
Yeah, I go to Allen. I'll look it up and tell you where I go. Because it's so close to the star. That's why I do it from there. Give me just a second.
Allen's Hub.
Yeah, Allen Hub, and I'll get you the numbers and stuff. Give me a second. Let me hit my auto lander.
Take it easy, Cartel. Have a great night, man. Catch you next time.
Alright, let me pull it up on my galaxy map. I didn't even run any rep missions. I just bought missions. I just paid the gold, or the credits, to up my rep. So, I mean, it was no biggie to me. Okay, so I pick him up in Upsilon Aquarial. Hey, wait, hold on, let me make sure I got this right.
That sounds right, Chip.
Yeah. Upsilon Aquarial. Upsilon Aquuril, I guess. And that's where I pick them up at Allen. And then I take them to, let me get down here. Why is this not marked on my map anymore? Yeah, LTT 9360.
That's the one.
And it goes, I call it Smeagol, but that's not the name of the base. But you pick them up there, and then it's one jump to LTT, and then it's a 40-minute flight to Smeagol. And I mean, generally, I mean, as I said, I mean, anywhere from 30 to 70 million a trip. Generally takes me an hour to pick them up, hour and a half to get the passengers, and then 40-minute flight. You know, you will get attacked a lot, but that's all right.
It's not even Black Friday, and you're already starting about Black Friday deals.
The 1.8 million Lightspeed Traveler passenger run loophole. That's the one, yep. That's the one. That is the one.
And we're just praying that it's not a bug they fix, because it's not a $200 million run like the last bug, but it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's handy. It's some fast cash.
Let's see how much money Jerry can spend. Re-outfitting this thing.
Whoops, forgot to decelerate.
Why do I have a 6E generator? Alright, SB, appreciate it, buddy. You be safe. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so let's do optional internals. What do I have in here I don't need? So you just 4D is the highest hull reinforcement, I assume. I can see.
Sounds about right. Let me check. AGDB.
I do need to keep a fuel scoop, which makes me angry, but whatever. I just have a 4A, unfortunately.
Hull reinforcement, you're right, 4D is the max.
Okay, then we're gonna do... Did you do any module reinforcements or just hull reinforcements?
I just did hull. I didn't bother with module.
I need a wake scanner. That's not a regular internal, is it? That's a...
Should be optional.
I think it's a utility.
Potentially.
I don't know, let me see. Maybe they don't sell them here.
And that's always a pain.
Well, hold on. Go back, go with optional. Yeah, it's gonna replace one of my shield boosters.
Only temporarily though.
Hey, cool. Frame shift wake can be used by multi.
Mm-hmm.
Orbital flight engaged.
That's gonna be a tough landing.
And then we'll do the biggest hangar and the biggest SRV that I can get. Because I like those things. And everything else is going to be hull reinforcement, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, what I might do is do a bigger fuel scoop, since those two really don't matter. And I have 3 6s.
Yeah, I have a 6. I'm rocking a 6A. I just hate sitting around on stars. Just fill up and go. Oh no, too steep.
It's only 30 million. I thought I already had one of them. Let's look. I always have to look because it's amazing how many times I've bought something and had another one already in there.
Yeah, that's it. I when I relocated stations the other day, I went to what I have stored, and I moved it all over. It's like, oh my god, all this stuff I didn't even realize.
Yeah. I have a 5A. 6A is going to be better than a 5A though. Yeah, here, let me transfer the ship and I'll sell it. That's 9 million of it. And I think 6A will go in the asps too, right? If I decide to put one back in there.
Should. Yeah, it should. I think Cartel's rocking one.
Hey, with the 6A instead of the 7A, you get multi-cannon 0.
Nice.
Do you want fixed or gimbaled?
Either one works.
Yeah, we can gimbal. Which is better on shields, plasma or pulse?
Pulse, I'd say. I'm not sure though. Defense turret, fighter. Please be an easy grab and go. Oh, hello.
If I have to use all 4 SRVs ever, something has gone terribly wrong in the world.
We got this, we got this.
Do I not have hull reinforcements already? Or did I sell them all? I'm so bad about selling modules back. I still have so much money selling modules.
They're still out looking for me. That guy's above me. Did I get anything good from that? I can't tell. Whoops. Comes to Digi's rescues, planet mice attack. Yeah, you can call them planet mice. They're destroying me. Let's see if they can keep with me. Glad I dismissed my ship.
You dismiss your ship whenever you land?
Yep. It's paying off now.
And what, it just goes away till you recall it?
Exactly. It's safe because I'm about to be destroyed, but totally worth it. I hope. There we go. Yeah, it just sits quite a distance above you, so it's safe from retaliation from bases. Okay, so I don't even know what I got from that. No, I didn't get what I wanted. God damn it. Oh well. I am aligned.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright guys, I gotta save up here for the night. I'm done farming for one night, and I'll jump on tomorrow and give it a go again. Whew. What have I got here? I'll drop you a friend there, Wolf. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off, so I will talk to you another time. Take it. Pleasure, man. Take it easy. And to those of you on the stream, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments. Sorry I haven't been focusing on them so much tonight. The laptop's kind of far to my right there, and I was really hoping to find some, whatever the hell I'm looking for, consumer modified firmware or something. Anyway, it didn't work out. So we will try it another night, I guess. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. BlackBox, as usual, say goodnight. Say goodnight, BlackBox. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you so much. Take it easy, and until next time, all the best.